The quantum detection array on Luna Base hummed quietly as Dr. Sarah Chen reviewed another set of anomalous readings. Something about the signal patterns didn't match any known natural phenomena, yet they weren't quite artificial either. After 3 years heading Earth's deep space monitoring program, she had developed an instinct for the unusual, and these readings had her full attention. "Dr. Chen, you need to see this." Marcus Wong, her lead signal analyst, called from his station. "The pattern just changed. It's organizing itself." Sarah moved to his terminal, her eyes widening as she watched random noise crystallize into structured data. The signal was coming from just beyond Jupiter's orbit, and it was definitely artificial. Humanity's first contact with alien intelligence was unfolding before their eyes. "Alert the Security Council," she ordered, already mentally preparing her report. "But keep this quiet until we understand what we're dealing with." Within hours, the signal clarified into what appeared to be a distress call. The translation computers worked through the night, decoding a message that would change humanity forever. "To any civilizations receiving this, our vessel is damaged and requires assistance. We come in peace and seek aid." But Sarah couldn't shake her unease. The signal's complexity suggested technological capabilities far beyond the apparently disabled ship. Why would such an advanced civilization need help from a pre-FTL species like humanity? While the world's governments debated how to respond, Sarah's team detected microscopic anomalies in the transmission. Buried beneath the distress call were patterns so subtle they nearly missed them. Active scans mapping Earth's orbital infrastructure, probing planetary defenses, and analyzing technological capabilities. "They're testing us," Sarah realized, sharing her findings with Admiral James Rodriguez during an emergency briefing. "The distress call is elaborate theater. They want to see how we'll react." The Admiral studied the data, his expression grim. "Recommendations. We play along," Sarah replied, "but we prepare for the worst. Their scans show they're looking for specific weaknesses. Let's show them exactly what they expect to see." Over the next week, Earth responded with carefully crafted transmissions, revealing only outdated technology and limited capabilities. Meanwhile, beneath the public response, humanity began its real preparations. Deep in classified facilities around the globe, quantum computers analyzed the alien scans, reverse engineering their technology from the probe signals alone. Sarah worked around the clock with her team, decoding more of the hidden patterns. Each discovery painted a clearer picture of their visitors' true intentions. The aliens weren't disabled travelers seeking aid. They were advanced scouts for something much larger. "The signal patterns suggest they're used to dealing with younger civilizations," she explained during a closed Security Council session. "Their scans are looking for specific defensive capabilities. They've done this before." As if to confirm her analysis, a second signal arrived, this one from what appeared to be a diplomatic vessel requesting permission to enter Earth's solar system. The ship's stated purpose was humanitarian, to assist their supposedly stranded companions. But Sarah's team had already cracked enough of their encoding to see through the deception. Hidden in the diplomatic transmission were tactical communications with the disabled vessel, discussing Earth's apparent vulnerability to invasion. "They think we're primitive," Sarah told Admiral Rodriguez. "Every response we've sent has reinforced that belief. They see exactly what they expected. A young species barely able to reach its own moon, using basic rocket technology and primitive computers." The Admiral smiled grimly. "Then we maintain the deception. While they focus on our apparent weaknesses, we'll prepare our real response." He handed her a classified file. "Welcome to Project Phoenix, Doctor. It's time you saw what humanity can really do when we put our minds to it." As Sarah reviewed the plans, her scientific mind raced with possibilities. The aliens thought they were dealing with simple prey, but humanity had spent centuries preparing for this moment. Every war, every technological breakthrough, every hardship had shaped Earth's species into something unique, adaptable, innovative, and above all, unpredictable. Deep beneath the Antarctic ice, construction had already begun on humanity's response to the alien threat. While diplomatic channels kept the visitors occupied with carefully crafted appearances of primitive technology, Earth's greatest minds worked to ensure that humanity's first interstellar war would also be its last. The aliens never saw it coming. They thought they were the hunters, but their own arrogance had blinded them to a simple truth. Sometimes the most dangerous prey is the one that lets you think you have the upper hand. 3 kilometers beneath Antarctic ice, the largest construction project in human history was taking shape. The cavern stretched for miles, carved by advanced plasma drills that left the walls smooth as glass. Dr. Elena Santos stood on an observation platform, watching robotic assemblers piece together what would become humanity's salvation. Impressive, isn't it? Admiral Rodriguez joined her at the railing. 5 years ago, this was just contingency planning. Now it's our best hope for survival. Elena nodded, her eyes fixed on the massive structure below. Project Phoenix wasn't just a warship, it was a revolution in human engineering. While their alien visitors orbited Earth in their diplomatic vessel, watching what they thought was a primitive civilization, humanity's true capabilities were growing in secret. The quantum core is stable, Elena reported, checking her tablet. We've successfully replicated the principles we decoded from their scan signals, but we've taken them further. They think they're dealing with simple fission reactors and chemical rockets. They have no idea we've had quantum technology for decades. The facility buzzed with activity as engineers and scientists from every nation worked together in unprecedented cooperation. Old rivalries had vanished in the face of extinction. Chinese quantum physicists collaborated with American engineers. Russian metallurgists worked alongside Japanese roboticists, all focused on a single goal. Above ground, Earth maintained its carefully crafted illusion of technological inferiority. The alien diplomatic mission toured outdated facilities, observed primitive space launches, and gathered data that confirmed their prejudices. Every scan they performed showed exactly what they expected. A young species, barely able to reach their own moon, struggling with basic particle physics. But 3 kilometers down, humanity's true strength was taking form. The warship's outer hull incorporated metamaterials that absorbed scanning beams, making it appear as simple metal to alien sensors. Inside, quantum processors more advanced than anything the aliens had shown processed vast amounts of data in microseconds. They're getting impatient, Admiral Rodriguez told Elena as they reviewed the latest intelligence. Their diplomatic vessel has been transmitting coded messages beyond the solar system. More ships are coming. Elena's team had cracked the alien encryption weeks ago. The messages painted a clear picture. Earth was being presented as an easy target, ripe for conquest. The alien civilization had done this before, identifying promising worlds with young species, testing their defenses, then overwhelming them with superior technology. Let them come, Elena said, pulling up the latest test results. The quantum core is exceeding all expectations. We've managed to create a recursive energy loop that their sensors won't be able to detect. As far as they can tell, we're still burning rocket fuel and splitting atoms. The warship's weapons systems were equally revolutionary. Instead of copying alien technology, Earth's scientists had taken different approaches, developing systems that would be completely unexpected. Quantum-entangled missiles that could bypass shields, gravity lenses that could focus the sun's energy into devastating beams, and defense systems that operated on principles the aliens had never considered. Deep learning systems processed every scrap of data from the alien scans, building a comprehensive understanding of their technology and tactics. The aliens thought they were gathering intelligence on Earth, but every probe they sent taught humanity more about their weaknesses. We've detected a large fleet assembling beyond Saturn, Admiral Rodriguez said, showing Elena the latest deep space scans. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. They think we can't see them. Earth's quantum telescopes, hidden in underground bases and powered by technology the aliens thought impossible for humans, watched as the invasion fleet grew larger. Ships emerged from faster-than-light travel, joining the armada that would soon attack Earth. The aliens were preparing for a simple conquest, expecting to find primitive defenses and limited resistance. The Lena's team worked tirelessly, integrating the final systems into humanity's secret weapon. The warship's artificial intelligence, quantum-based and far more sophisticated than anything the aliens possessed, ran simulation after simulation, preparing for every possible scenario. Time estimate, Rodriguez asked, watching the massive engine cores pulse with contained power. 2 weeks to complete integration, Elena replied. After that, we can deploy within hours. The shell hunters they sent to study our defenses haven't detected anything. As far as they know, we're still working on nuclear submarines and jet fighters. The admiral nodded, his expression grim but determined. 2 weeks. Let's hope they stick to their timeline. The longer we maintain this deception, the greater the risk of discovery. In orbit, the alien diplomatic vessel continued its charade of peaceful contact, unaware that every transmission they sent was being decoded and analyzed. Their confidence grew with each passing day as they observed what appeared to be a hopelessly outmatched civilization. But in the depths of Antarctica, humanity's response took final form. The warship wasn't just a weapon, it was a statement. When the aliens finally launched their attack, expecting an easy victory over a primitive species, they would learn a harsh lesson about underestimating human ingenuity. The greatest advantage in any war, after all, is when your enemy has no idea what you're truly capable of. And humanity was about to show the galaxy exactly what they could do. Commander Maya Patel stood in the Phoenix's command center, watching as her crew ran final system checks. The bridge hummed with quiet efficiency, a testament to months of rigorous training. Through the quantum glass viewport, she could see engineering teams making last-minute adjustments to the massive vessel's outer hull. All quantum cores showing green, reported Lieutenant Zhao from his station. Power output stable at 400% of projected alien fleet capabilities. Maya nodded, suppressing a smile. The aliens thought they were dealing with a species that barely understood nuclear fission. The Phoenix's power systems operated on principles that would seem like magic to their would-be conquerors. Commander, Dr. Santos called from the science station. Long-range sensors are picking up significant FTL signatures. The main invasion fleet has begun its approach. The alien armada had finally tired of waiting. After months of reconnaissance and diplomatic missions, they had decided Earth was ripe for conquest. Their fleet carried enough firepower to subjugate a dozen primitive worlds, exactly what they thought Earth to be. Time to arrival, Maya asked, bringing up the tactical display. 36 hours at current velocity. They're not even trying to mask their approach anymore. Their confidence is total. The aliens had good reason for their arrogance. Every scan they performed showed Earth defending itself with primitive missiles and basic energy weapons. The decoy facilities they'd been allowed to observe displayed technology centuries behind their own. Status of surface operations, Maya asked, checking the latest updates from Global Command. All according to plan, her XO, Commander David Chen, reported. The aliens are tracking mass movement toward our civilian bunkers, exactly where we want them looking. Meanwhile, our real defensive grid is completely masked by the quantum shroud. Earth's true defense network was a marvel of engineering. Thousands of satellites equipped with advanced weapons and sophisticated AI lay dormant in orbit, their presence hidden by technology reverse-engineered from the aliens' own scanning systems. Ground-based facilities house weapons that could strike targets across the solar system with pinpoint accuracy. But the Phoenix was humanity's masterpiece. The massive warship represented the pinnacle of human innovation, combining technologies the aliens thought impossible with entirely new approaches they'd never considered. Begin final preparations, Maya ordered. I want all systems ready for emergence when the signal comes. The Phoenix's current berth, deep beneath the Antarctic ice, was more than just a construction facility. It was a launch system designed to bring the massive vessel to the surface in seconds when the time came. The aliens would have no warning before humanity's secret weapon joined the battle. "Commander," Lieutenant Zhao called out, "we're picking up transmission from the alien diplomatic vessel. They're dropping their pretense." Maya watched as the message scrolled across her display. The aliens had finally revealed their true intentions, demanding Earth's immediate surrender. Their terms were simple: submit or be destroyed. "Send no response," she ordered. "Let them think their message has frightened us into paralysis. The longer they believe in our weakness, the greater our advantage." Throughout the ship, crew members made final adjustments to their stations. The Phoenix's weapon systems were unlike anything the aliens had encountered. Instead of conventional energy weapons, they had developed quantum-entangled projectiles that could bypass shields entirely. Their defensive systems operated on principles that would confound alien targeting systems. "Latest intelligence from Deep Space Monitoring," Dr. Santos reported. "The invasion fleet is deploying in standard conquest formation, exactly as predicted. They're positioning their forces to target what they think are our primary military installations." Maya studied the tactical display, watching the alien fleet spread out across the solar system. Their formation was designed to overwhelm primitive planetary defenses quickly and efficiently. It would have worked perfectly against the civilization they thought they were facing. "All hands," Maya announced shipwide. "This is the commander. In less than 36 hours, we face an enemy that believes our species is primitive and defenseless. They expect an easy victory over a young civilization. Instead, they're going to learn why humanity has survived every challenge we've ever faced." The crew's response was focused determination. They had trained for months in secret, preparing for this moment. Every person aboard the Phoenix knew their role in the coming battle. "We carry with us humanity's greatest strengths," Maya continued. "Our creativity, our adaptability, and our absolute refusal to submit to those who would conquer us. The enemy believes they know what we're capable of. It's time to show them how wrong they are." As the alien fleet approached Earth, humanity's greatest achievement waited in its icy berth. The Phoenix was more than just a warship. It was humanity's statement to the galaxy. Soon, the aliens would learn that underestimating Earth was the last mistake they would ever make. The alien fleet darkened Earth's skies, thousands of warships moving into attack position. Their supreme commander, High Admiral Zextal, watched with satisfaction as his forces prepared to subjugate another primitive world. The humans' pitiful attempts at resistance, launching chemical rockets and nuclear missiles, only confirmed his species' superiority. "Begin the first wave," he ordered. "Standard conquest protocol." But in the depths of Antarctica, Commander Maya Patel gave an order of her own. "Initiate Phoenix launch sequence. All hands to battle stations." The alien fleet launched their initial strike, electromagnetic pulses designed to disable primitive electronic systems. Waves of energy washed over Earth's surface, and the aliens watched in satisfaction as cities went dark. Their sensors showed human technology failing exactly as expected. Or so they thought. "Sir," an alien sensor operator called out in alarm. "Deep thermal readings from the southern polar region." Before Zextal could respond, the Antarctic ice cracked open. A massive shape emerged from the depths, water cascading off its hull as it rose into the air. The Phoenix, humanity's secret weapon, revealed itself to the stunned alien fleet. "All ships, battle formation," Zextal ordered, but confusion had already taken hold. Their sensors couldn't make sense of the human vessel. Its power readings were impossible for a species at this technological level. "Target the nearest alien destroyer," Maya commanded from the Phoenix's bridge. "Let's show them what humanity can really do." The Phoenix's first shot utilized quantum-entangled weaponry, something the aliens had never encountered. The blast passed through the destroyer's shields as if they didn't exist, reducing the vessel to expanding debris. Before the aliens could react, Earth's true defense grid activated. Thousands of hidden satellites emerged from their quantum shrouds. Ground-based weapon systems that had appeared to be simple radar installations revealed their true nature. Humanity's carefully crafted illusion of technological inferiority shattered in an instant. Impossible. Zextal watched in horror as his carefully planned invasion fell apart. Their technology. They couldn't have advanced this far. The Phoenix moved with impossible grace for a vessel its size, its quantum drives allowing maneuvers that defied conventional physics. Earth's defensive grid coordinated through quantum-entangled communications the aliens couldn't detect or disrupt. Multiple enemy ships breaking formation. Lieutenant Zhao reported from his tactical station. They're trying to regroup, but our targeting systems are disrupting their coordination. Maya watched as the battle unfolded exactly as their simulations had predicted. The aliens' tactical doctrine, designed to overwhelm primitive defenses, fell apart against an enemy that had spent months studying their every weakness. "Launch quantum strike packages," she ordered. "Target their command and control nodes." The Phoenix's main weapons fired, releasing swarms of quantum-guided projectiles. Each one carried a payload designed to exploit specific weaknesses in alien technology. Shields failed, engines died, and communication systems went silent. From his flagship, Zextal watched in disbelief as his invasion force crumbled. The humans weren't just fighting back. They were systematically dismantling his fleet with technology that shouldn't have been possible. "Sir," his tactical officer reported, voice shaking, "we're detecting similar vessels launching from Mars and Europa." The humans. They'd had bases throughout the system. The Phoenix wasn't alone. As the battle raged, humanity revealed more of its hidden strength. Ships emerged from secret bases across the solar system, each one incorporating technology the aliens had never imagined humans possessing. "All ships, retreat," Zextal ordered, but it was too late. The humans had positioned their forces perfectly, cutting off escape routes and isolating enemy formations. Years of watching alien tactics through secretly advanced sensors had taught humanity exactly how their opponents would react. "Enemy flagship is attempting to jump to FTL," Zhao reported. "Their power readings are spiking." "Not today," Maya replied. "Activate the quantum anchor." The Phoenix deployed its most sophisticated weapon, a device that manipulated spacetime itself, preventing faster-than-light travel within its field of effect. The alien fleet was trapped, forced to face the consequences of their arrogance. "Your Excellency," Zextal's second-in-command whispered, "the humans. They were ready for us, all this time." The battle for Earth lasted less than 6 hours. When it was over, the alien invasion fleet lay in ruins, its surviving ships surrounded by human vessels they had never known existed. The Phoenix held position above Earth, a symbol of humanity's true capabilities. "Attention alien vessels," Maya broadcast on all frequencies. "Your invasion has failed. Your fleet is destroyed or captured. Consider carefully what has happened here today. You thought you found an easy target, a primitive species ready for conquest. Instead, you discovered that humanity is not to be underestimated." As survivors from the alien fleet were taken into custody, Maya looked out at Earth below. The planet's lights still shone. Its defenses still stood strong. Humanity had not just survived its first interstellar war. It had emerged as a power to be reckoned with. The aliens had come expecting to find sheep. Instead, they had awakened a sleeping giant, and in doing so, they had announced humanity's arrival on the galactic stage in a way that no one would ever forget. 6 months after the Battle of Seoul, Commander Maya Patel stood before the Galactic Council, the Phoenix in orbit above their capital world. The massive chamber fell silent as she prepared to address representatives from 100 spacefaring civilizations. Behind her, a hologram showed Earth's decisive victory over the invasion fleet. "We came here today not to threaten, but to understand," Maya began. "For centuries, your coalition has followed the same pattern, identifying young civilizations, testing their defenses, then conquering those deemed too weak to resist. Earth was to be your latest conquest. Instead, we became your wake-up call. The alien counselors shifted uncomfortably. The defeat of their invasion fleet had sent shockwaves through galactic society. High Admiral Zextel's tactical logs, recovered from his captured flagship, revealed centuries of systematic predation on developing worlds. Dr. Elena Santos, now Earth's chief diplomatic scientist, stepped forward with data displays. Your civilization's greatest weakness, she explained, was your certainty. You were so convinced of your technological superiority that you never considered we might be showing you exactly what we wanted you to see. The quantum displays showed how Earth had decoded their scanning technology, developed countermeasures, and advanced far beyond what the aliens had thought possible. But more importantly, it showed how humanity had done it differently. While you focused on perfecting existing technologies, Elena continued, we explored new principles entirely. Your civilization's progress moved in a straight line. Humanity's path was more creative. The council chamber screens displayed Earth's unique approach to quantum physics, their revolutionary understanding of space-time, and technological innovations that had never occurred to the older species. The aliens had expected to find primitive rockets and nuclear weapons. Instead, they had encountered a civilization that had taken its own path to the stars. But today isn't about humiliation or revenge, Maya declared. It's about change. Earth is proposing a new galactic order, one where emerging civilizations are welcomed and nurtured, not hunted and conquered. The Phoenix's presence above their capital was a silent reminder of Earth's newfound strength, but Maya's words carried hope as well as warning. Humanity had proven itself capable of defeating the galaxy's greatest military power. Now they were offering a chance for something better. We've established contact with 32 developing civilizations your forces were preparing to conquer, she revealed. Instead of conquest, we're offering them protection and guidance. The Phoenix isn't just a warship. It's a symbol of what's possible when a species is given the chance to develop on its own terms. In the months since the battle, Earth had begun sharing some of its innovations with carefully chosen allies. The quantum technology that had proven so effective against the invasion fleet was now helping younger civilizations defend themselves. But more importantly, humanity was teaching them to think differently, to find their own paths forward. Your civilization's age brought complacency, Elena explained to the council. You stopped innovating because you thought you had all the answers. Earth's greatest strength isn't our technology. It's our endless drive to discover new possibilities. The council chambers buzzed with discussion as humanity's proposal was debated. Some argued for resistance, but the memory of their fleet's defeat was still fresh. Others saw the opportunity for genuine change, a chance to break free from millennia of stagnation. The choice is yours, Maya concluded. Earth stands ready to be either your greatest ally or your worst nightmare. We prefer the former, but we're prepared for the latter. The galaxy is changing. The only question is whether you will change with it. As if to emphasize her point, quantum sensors detected the arrival of more ships in orbit, vessels from Earth's new allies, young civilizations eager to forge their own paths under humanity's protection. The Phoenix was no longer alone. In the years that followed, the galaxy underwent a transformation. The old order of conquest and subjugation gave way to a new era of cooperation and innovation. Young civilizations, freed from the fear of invasion, developed in unexpected ways, each contributing unique perspectives to the galactic community. And at the center of it all was Earth, the planet that had pretended to be weak while building its strength, the civilization that had turned deception into an art form, and the species that had proven once, and for all that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't its technology. It was its ability to imagine possibilities that no one else had considered. The aliens had thought they were hunting prey. Instead, they had awakened something far more dangerous, a species that refused to be conquered, refused to be limited, and refused to accept that anything was impossible. As Maya looked out over the council chamber, she smiled. The aliens had wanted to teach humanity its place in the galaxy. Instead, humanity had taught them the most important lesson of all. Never underestimate a species that has spent its entire history overcoming the impossible.